Hi everyone, welcome back to F1 2020, my team Minardi. After the weirdness that was Singapore, we are off our way to Russia, but we have a bit of a nightmare to begin with. First of all, we've just popped Delatraz on for some G-Force training, because that gives him +3 for racecraft, great stuff. Nothing that we can do in terms of our things here, but we did have our big chassis improvement fail. Even though it had the tiniest part of things to deal with, so that's a shame. It won't be ready for Russia. We can do a confirm, and we've spent quite a few points on that one, unfortunately, but that will work out for us in the long term. We do still have some redesigned brake parts coming through here, so hopefully that will do quite nicely. I thought it'd be worthwhile actually, because it's from the performance update, to show how that's changed the ratings for some of the drivers. So Russell's now actually rated higher than Stroll in my game. Giovinazzi's taken a tumble, as has Latifi. Reed has gone up, as has Delatraz actually, which is good, now running at a 75. Come on, don't give Schumacher that rating because of his name. In fact, everyone, even Raikkonen's gone up a bit, but yeah. Mick's not that good. Well, he's good, but he's not that good compared to the other people that are around him with lower ratings. Anyway, advance the time. Yes, at least the brake ducts have worked. G-Force training. And we'll go off to Sochi. I'll take care of business of practice, and I'll join you after. Okay, everyone, practice is over, and it went rather well, which was quite nice for once. Just looking at the progress improvements, Red Bull have had a slight improvement here, as have Renault, but Haas is the one that's brought the biggest improvement here, which hopefully we'll see them rejoin on the back of the field, although practice hasn't necessarily shown that to be the case. So that's interesting. It's very difficult to realise exactly who is where in practice, to be honest. And in the qualifying format, it said I was aiming for third, which makes it imply that we are still behind Mercedes. Very confusing, this whole thing. We did get lots of points though, and points do often mean prizes, but I think it's going to mean that we're going to need to wait, aren't we? Oh, we could do the DRS activation, or we could do one of those. What's that, 16%? So's that, and that's nearly done. Kind of feel like we could wait. Okay. Oh, quick. Change the things back. So I can't stand Sochi. I find it an utterly dull and horrible circuit, but with practice going relatively well, if I can hook up a good lap and respect track limits, which I really struggle to do around this circuit because it is just like driving around a car park, hopefully this will give me a relatively decent race where we can aim for definitely top 5 come race day. Oh, hello. Cushy, cushy. No change from last year's setup either, so let's go. And it seems to be Sector 1 where I'm good, Sector 2 and 3 less so. one race I will see that apex. When I say top 5, I didn't mean quali, I mean in the race. What is going on with my switch down to second gear? It doesn't like it. 9th. Bugger. Not quite where I thought I'd be, if I'm honest. I'll have to do some catching up. Oh wow, Louis.
Today. Hamilton, Bottas and Alexander Albon. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Okay, well done. Delatraz up there in 5th. Ricciardo, Kvyat, Verstappen, me, Ocon, Vettel down in 11th, not having a great time at all there in that Ferrari. Russell, the 2 McLarens, Gasly's Renault, Stroll down the field. Really surprised at Racing Point there. I thought they'd be doing a bit better. And same for De Vries potentially as well. And Perez, 18th in the AlphaTauri. Look at how close it is though. 6th. To 18th, half a second. That is nuts. That's like Formula 2 close. The 2 Hasses closer though. And they've pulled well away now from the Williamses of Giovinazzi and Latifi, so that sorts them 2 out. And they're kind of clinging on to the back. Like the toilet roll that you might get stuck on the bottom of your shoe when you're trying to leave the toilet in public. Not that I've been in a public toilet probably all year.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
You having a laugh?
What was your teammate's secret to success today?
We're going chassis, aren't they?
Did you feel that things went well for you today?
It's alright.
What was the secret ingredient for your performance today?
Was it the same secret ingredient as my teammate? I think it might be. We aren't.
Great. That's everything.
We aren't in Formula Chef. In Formula One. Tusk. Never mind. So long as we survive the bend round turn 1, I still think we'll be in relatively decent enough shape. And we're still going to trounce Vettel. Whoop whoop. Who I'm obsessed, I think, will be retiring at the end of this season. In game. We know this isn't the case for reals. Well done, Louis. Coming good. Slowly but surely. Can't George Russell it every time. Okay, so the race is going to be dry. 13 laps. Tyre wear is not really a massive thing round here. So that gives us quite a decent run on strategy. So we can still go relatively deep into the race with those soft tyres, which is good.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc,
Albon,
Delatraz, Daniel Ricciardo, and Kvyat, Verstappen, Smith, Ocon, and Sebastian Vettel, Russell, Albon, Lando Norris, and Gasly, Stroll, De Vries, Sergio Perez, and Kevin Magnussen. Grosjean, Giovinazzi, Latifi, and Carlos Sainz will start from the back of the grid. Which of these
Oh.
talented drivers will come out on top today?
So poor old Albon, after a great third place, drops himself
Okay,
out.
she bagged a podium result last race. Let's see if we can do the same here.
Yeah, look. It still wants us to go all right. Interesting about the switcheroo. Oh, it had selected me to be on... Interesting. Let's go with that. Interesting T1, methinks. I thought I could feel Ricciardo coming for me then. Okay, so it's the two Mercedes, Leclerc, and the two Minardis up front, followed by the Alpha Tauri. Or is it? No, it's the Red Bull. They've kind of held up the rest of the field, which is
That's a
lovely.
decent start. Good job.
Wind buffering sound, or was that hitting of cars? I can never quite tell. I see signs are still last. Oh, I wasn't really looking to overtake there. I'd quite like it out of this corner though, if there is room. There isn't. Oh, I need that performance pack to sort that Ferrari out, don't I really? Come on, Codies, where's this performance pack? At the time of recording this, I'm on version 1.09 and they've just put out some lovely new livery changes. But not in terms of actual performance packs. Nice. Bottas pulling away from Hamilton as well, interesting. Oh.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Okay, go Delachaz, go. You're going to have problems from Ricciardo and Kvyat and Verstappen, I think, shortly.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
Sorry, Hammy. Whoa!
We're leading our teammate by 2.6 seconds.
Gone through that fuel very quickly. Quite a fair bit of... There's this race though. Oh my god. Simeon. Oh, the car just didn't want to turn. Bizarre. Tell you what, Bottas, you probably will get away with this win. Because this driving is not great.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Oh wow. I think what I'm doing with this track is just showing exactly how F1 drivers would drive it with current F1 drivers' track limits. And how you can make a mockery of an entire circuit without really trying. Oh. Careful, Hamilton, I don't want to have you smack my rear again. So we're getting a bit 2011 team Lewis Felipe.
The car ahead is a second a lap faster than you.
I don't deny it, I've got no grip.
rush now. We're boxing this lap. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
They've changed that. That normally gives you a warning. Don't ask, it wouldn't turn.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Okay, so we're in early. Okay. How is this going to work then? Oh, Carlos Sainz is stuck between the two and Williamses at the back. Oh, Carlos. Good to see the Hasses though on the back there of De Vries and
Go now.
Lando.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Okay, we need gorgeousness. Oh, I couldn't quite work out where that line ended. Let's mix fuel 3 this one.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon.
Oh, I know, don't you worry.
Louis is in the pits. Louis in the pits. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright, this is ahead of Latifi. Hamilton really losing out there. To the point where I want to do another push lap on these fuel here.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Oh, don't you worry, Jeff. Oh, Christ. Didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Bottas has gone round again. Wow. I'm not sure that's the right move, you know, Valtteri. I must be said, well, a lot of people are. And that's why fastest lap moi. Teammate.
Gap to teammate behind is 7.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 6th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 56.2.
Yeah, Bottas has got this. He's faster than me still now. The only weird thing is if they stick him onto hards, because he's pitted so late.
6.2 seconds.
That may help us out a little bit.
There's 3
Yep,
laps of
there
fuel
we go. Can't tell if De Vries is going to do well out of that or not. So overall, that did gain us some time, but not enough. And we only gained because it seemed like Hamilton, Leclerc and Delatraz all got stuck behind, I'm assuming, Latifi.
The car ahead of you has just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
Yeah, and look at him, he's pulling away already. Not an exciting race really at all. Sorry everyone. Oh my Christ, tack limits, Simon. I was just playing some inertial drift before doing this. This may be why. I'm going to go with that. And Hot Shots Racing.
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres. At the moment, the car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap.
I mean, cool, they can. They're 6 behind.
Okay, let's see if we can catch the car ahead. The gap is 5 seconds.
Let's just bring this one home. Delatraz outside of DRS range for Leclerc as well. That's slightly worrying because he's got
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
what looks like either Vettel or Verstappen and Ricciardo over his rear.
This is your final lap.
So
Final
it's
lap of the race.
Verstappen, then Vettel, then Ricciardo, who's lost out there quite hugely in the pit stops. think De Vries has actually gained out of all of that. So maybe there was some kind of holding in the pits that slowed everyone down there because we came in on a lap all on our own. Battery does indeed get the win. It is Sochi after all.
Top job, my friend, top job. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but you've pulled through. Thank you.
Hey! Drive of the day. Nice. Right, now let's see if the game actually awards the correct points to the correct people. Was it spectacular, Crafty? Had enough of you as well, mate.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Okay, let's see what happened.
So let's review the updated driver standings. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Smith. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title.
Oh.
An incredible performance for the whole team.
Nice.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Okay, so Bottas gets the points over us with the fastest lap. Hamilton, Leclerc. Delatraz another 10. That will be very welcome for him. Verstappen back into points for Alfa Romeo. Vettel actually improved to 7th, despite starting 10. I keep forgetting that Ferrari is well overpowered. Ricciardo slipped down to 8th. Albon got back into 10th after his grid drop, but a real shame there. Kvyat clung on quite nicely. Ocon slid down. Russell. Perez got back up to 13th, but couldn't quite leapfrog them. Then it was Stroll, De Vries. We did improve kind of timey-wise. Maybe that was a good one. Norris went backwards though. K-Mag went forward. Gasly went backwards the most, really. Down to 18. Grosjean, Sainz, Giovinazzi and Latifi. So Bottas, Albon, De Vries and Sainz all doing hard tyres. And this is the new one, isn't it, with the pit stops. 2.4 for us. Oh, I'm loving that. It's not quite lap 12 though, is it? But I know what you mean. I think this one's slightly awkward because of the way how it goes across. You pit after the start line. So it's kind of done it thinking that we've come in at London lap 8 to start lap 9. Yeah, I know what it means. That's a good little addition there. Okay. Race standings. So we stay nice and happy in 3rd. Hamilton gets closed in on by Bottas though. So not quite over, 30 points between them. Vettel, Ricciardo, Leclerc gets back ahead of Albon. Verstappen reaches the 100. And Delatraz there with those 10 points, finally starting to make some kind of indentation in the Drivers' Championship. Hurrah! Up to 13th. Ideally, I want Delatraz in the top 10 of these Drivers' Championship by the end of the season, if pass. No other changes going on there. No changes on the constructors, but my goodness me, Mercedes bossing it up front there. Crazy stuff. AlphaTauri, a couple of points there, pulls them slightly clear of Renault as well, which I think will be very interesting when it comes to the constructors. Are we going to get chatted to, I wonder?
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Will do.
It's looking like the championship is already won. Do you think there's still time for this to change? Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today?
Ooh, okay.
Would you say that your rival is still on your level?
Let's not be a wanker.
Appreciate your time.
Even if you have ousted Sergio Perez, you dirtbag. At the time of recording, Perez doesn't have a drive for 2022, which 2021, sorry, which is why that comes out. I appreciate that I've recorded these in bulk well in advance. So, yeah, so about that. Rivalry 1. Thank you. Nice. 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 And Team Acclaim. Thank you. Coming along for cash. Toasty 1.19 million. Juicy. Okay, join us next time, where I think we're off to Japan. Take care all. Bye for now.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
Good.